What? Last gen on the 360? Are you sure this is a PS3 360 game, man? I've seen better PS2 games. I've seen better PS1 games, man. I've even seen better Nintendo's games. Ladies and gentlemen, it took Treyarch 3 years to make this game on next gen, but it only took them 1 weekend to fuck it up this bad on the last gen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was 8 years ago when I made my last gen Black Ops 3 video, and I cannot believe that I am saying this because Black Ops 6 has now officially been announced to be releasing on last gen consoles, including the PS4 and the Xbox One. Now, let's talk about this because I want you guys to remember something. Let's go back a bit. Let's go back to Black Ops 3. And do you remember this utter atrocity? This literally spawned in the last gen Rick Toppin meme, okay? It cannot get any worse than this. This is one of the worst things I have ever seen. People were clowning on this so bad, if you guys remember back in Black Ops 3, that Treyarch literally stopped making content for this, even though, and this is the craziest part, this is genuinely the craziest part, I believe that the PS4 content for Black Ops, or the PS3 content and the Xbox 360 content was some of the most sold content in the PlayStation Store for last gen. And so, to me, I get it for sales numbers. That is obviously the reason why they're doing last gen. But there is a difference. Like, okay, PS4 and Xbox One are obviously way more hardware capable than the 360 and the PS3. And so I obviously don't think that it's going to look like this, but there's definitely going to be some hindrances from this with Black Ops 6. Let's talk about it, right? So with Black Ops 6 Zombies, the speculated idea of what we're getting for launch is 2 round-based zombies maps, a Terminus Island map, or a city map as well. So a city map and an island map, and then we're getting Outbreak, right? How is Outbreak going to work on last gen consoles when it could look like this, man? You know, and that's the other thing as well. Crossplay is also obviously going to be in Black Ops 6, and it just, this has me so worried, right? Because my question now is, are they focusing on the quality of the actual gameplay, like in terms of the graphics and whatnot, or are they just trying to put this out on as many consoles as physically possible? Which I find interesting, right? Because this was also supposed to be the big year that Black Ops 6 was supposed to drop on Nintendo Switch. Bobby Kotick, the former CEO of Activision, has constantly been stating that he's wanted to make Call of Duty available on all of the Nintendo Switch platforms. And so the Microsoft acquisition happened, and then so now we're wondering, is Call of Duty going to be coming out? And no, apparently it's been officially announced that Black Ops 6 will not be going on the Switch. And so it kind of goes back to this last gen argument, right? Obviously, the Switch, from what I would think, is about as hardware capable as the Xbox 360 and the PS3, right? And so that is why I don't think that we're getting this back, because I mean, could you imagine? This is what Black Ops 6 would look like on the Switch. It would look horrendous. It would be terrible. Like, it would be so bad. And so that's why I'm glad that that's happening, but it also still scares me, right? Because PS4 and Xbox One are now the official new last gen. And so is this game mode going to be completely corrupted by the way that they've decided to do this? And because here's the other thing. What happens if they just give up with making new content? Right now, in Black Ops 3, they stopped making last-gen content after Horizon Drac because in Zetsubo no Shima, the launch of that map was terrible because of the fact that they had to make a whole new gameplay engine for all of the new assets that they wanted to play. And that's also how Black Ops 4 Zombies came to be. That engine started in Zetsubo no Shima, which is why on last-gen, you have Horizon Drac, you have the Giant, you have the Shadows of Evil, but you don't have anything after Zetsubo. No Garad Crovey, no Revelations either. And the other thing as well that's crazy as well, the last time we had last-gen Gobblegums was literally what you're seeing on your screen right now. Last-gen Black Ops 3 on Shadows of Evil on Horizon Drac, and we are about to get last-gen Gobblegums back again for Black Ops 6. Like, it's just crazy because I literally made that video 8 years ago complaining about how bad last gen is, and it still has not been fixed. Granted, like I said, I get it, the sales numbers are amazing, but here's the thing. If you guys are going to put this game on the PS4 and the Xbox One, you have to go all the way on the content. Don't just give up like you did on last gen Black Ops 3. Like, actually go all the way and see what you can do with it, because this is the thing. Because of crossplay, I think that every single version of the game is going to have to be relatively the same. So it's like, is the game even going to have a visual difference between PS4 and PS5, right? Or Xbox One and Series X? I don't ever know, because every time when they make Call of Duty, it's always a different deal. Now that the last 5 years of Call of Duty has really just been on a Warzone engine, I genuinely think that this could potentially hinder the way that the game is, unlike Black Ops 3, where Black Ops 3 wasn't a crossplay connected experience at this point in time. That really wasn't even a thing when this game came out. So it makes you wonder what is going to be taken and what isn't. And then also, it's going to be cross progression. So your PS4 is going to be the same account as your PC and the PS5, right? Like, I don't know how to feel about that. I know, like, just thank you, God, that we're not playing crossplay with Switch players. Oh my goodness. Like, the only game that I think that has ever actually done that well is Fortnite, right? Fortnite just is a game that can be ran on very little amounts of hardware data. And so that's why, to me, it looks good. But obviously, the way with these games that are being built now, like Call of Duty, bro, is 250 gigabytes minimum. And this is the thing, even if you want to just play zombies, like I do, right? You still got to download all the campaign, all the multiplayer assets, because those assets are used in zombies as well. And it's just like, it's 250 gigabytes to download zombies. Like, how is the PS4, going to allow that, man? I don't get it. Because, like, literally, people are going to download Black Ops 6, and there's going to be no other games you can download. It's going to be like half a game extra. Like, maybe Fall Guys and Black Ops 6. That's it. That's all you're going to be able to download. So, my hope with the Black Ops 6, obviously, is that I'm excited. We're getting 2 round-based zombies maps. We're getting Outbreak. My question for the launch is, how in the world is PS4 and Xbox One going to use it? Like I said, the hardware is definitely better, so we're not going to be seeing such a dissonance between the content on these games like original last gen. It's obviously going to be also way better looking than this, because I mean, people play Cold War on PS4, people played a lot of the recent games. My hope, though, is that it just doesn't detract anything from the content that we could be getting, because this is a bigger break or make or break year than Black Ops 3, in my opinion. So many people, including myself, have just been fed up with the last like 5 to 6 years of COD content, and especially zombies content. And that is why this has got to be the game that brings people back. There's been absolutely no excuses. And so to me, if they have to just ditch last gen, then just ditch last gen. But because it's on cross progression and crossplay, I just don't think they're going to be doing that. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what console you're going to be buying Black Ops 6 on. Obviously, I'm mainly a PC player at the end of the day, so it's going to be on PC. I'm going to be buying it on Steam. Thank you, God, these games are on Steam, so at least we can have mods and not be limited by all of the BattleNet nonsense. Thank you, God, we are back. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what console you'll be playing on, and I'll see y'all in that next one, baby.